So the internal barriers are real sometimes, especially in innovation. And I've seen that when the more breakthrough, the more out of the norm, out of the system an idea is, the more you get things flying up in your face, the harder it is to move it through the system. People are uncomfortable with things they don't know. I mean, that's a natural response. And so sometimes when you're working on innovation, you can feel a little lonely out there because you are bringing discomfort into the system that's needed and important to the business strategy, but still is going to rock someone's world somewhere. So if I'm in product supply and I'm in manufacturing, your innovation is going to change what I have to work on. It's going to ruin my run speeds. It's going to hurt my reliability for a while. I mean, all the metrics I'm measured on. So you do get internal barriers, and it typically relates to that discomfort that's created, reward structures that exist in the organization that are in conflict with innovation reward structures. And there is that place in a project where it kind of leaves its little incubator of being safe and out in its world doing what it does, and it has to start to work within the system. Now the system has to change to accept it and to deliver it, but there is a place where it moves from its incubator into its reality, and that's where a lot of barriers, I think, come up, and it's for these reasons of it's rocking someone's world, it's going counter to what they're evaluated on. So it is important for leadership to be clear on what are the measures that are most important and to find some common measures that the leadership team across the different functions count on that are conducive to innovation coming into their system, that they're not being penalized for being good citizens by helping an innovation infiltrate into the organization. So that's one way I see barriers occurring, and that tension in that moment when it moves from incubator into something that you're actually going to do. I think the other thing that comes up with innovation is sometimes leadership is too removed from what is going on in the innovation pipeline. And so when it starts to go into reviews with senior leadership, they don't quite know what to do with it. I have found that the best leaders who have great innovation programs in their business actually have more interaction with the innovation team than they might have with a normal business team. They learn with them. They're giving their guidance and their intelligence and their questions to the team earlier in the process. It's basically the principle of co-creation with consumers from design thinking into co-creation with management inside the company, right? It's the same principle, it's just a different audience. When you see a leader, a senior leader who's the decision maker that has to fund or not fund a project, getting to know the project, the insights, and what's happening early and has interaction to give guidance as they move throughout, you see a team have fewer barriers as they move through the system. When they're seeing it for the first time, when it hits its first review because there's a capital decision to be made, it can be a big impasse.